The millennium-long gap between two urbanizations. Have Indian cities really existed without a break?
Look at my timeline. Harappa to today. One straight line. Family pride.
Straight line? You skipped 1,000 years between Harappa and now.
No way. My grandma says our people have lived in cities forever. Samosas on it.
Deal. Bring the textbook. I'm hungry.
Open page on Harappa first. When did the great Harappan cities fall silent?
Around 1900 BCE. But cities kept going somewhere, right? Smaller maybe?
Archaeologists dug Harappan era sites and Ganga plain sites. Look at the layer between them.
After 1900 BCE, villages, not big cities. That's a big difference.
For nearly 1,000 years, no large urban centers. Then the second urbanization begins.
Begins where? Not where Harappa was, I'm guessing?
In the Ganga plains, around the first millennium BCE. New land, new cities, new chapter.
And the proof isn't only digs. Buddhist and Jain texts talk about these new cities.
Two different sources agreeing? That's actually hard to argue with.
So your line needs 1,000-year gap right here between two waves of city life.
Two urbanizations with a long silence between. Got it.
First wave, Harappa. Second urbanization, cities in the Ganga plains. The gap is the story.
Hand over the samosas, Zara. Wait, the bet was you win if I'm wrong.
Eat one. You earned half by fixing the timeline. The other half is mine.
Harappan cities fall silent around 1900 BCE and stay silent. Roughly 1,000 years pass before new cities rise again. The second urbanization begins in the Ganga plains, not where Harappa stood. What a Janapada actually was. Is a Janapada just a fancy word for city?
See? Kuru Janapada. That little dot right there. Done.
That little dot is just Indraprastha. Janapada means much more than that.
What more? A city is a city. The dot's even labeled.
Jana means people. Pada means foot. Where the people set foot, all of it.
Open a translation of any old text mentioning Kuru. What does it describe?
Lands, villages, the king's territory, not just one walled town.
Exactly. A Janapada was a whole clan's land. Fields, forests, settlements, a capital.
And every Janapada had a Raja governing it. One ruler, one territory.
So the city was inside the Janapad, not the Janapad itself?
Right. Indraprastha was the Kuru capital. But Kuru, the Janapada, stretched far beyond.
Think Bihar today. Patna is the capital. But Bihar isn't just Patna.
Oh, same idea. State versus city. Got it now.
Add a Raja at the top of each state, and you've basically described a Janapada.
So my dot stays, but I shade the whole region around it.
And add the Raja's name, the clan's name. Then it's a real Janapada.
Clan territory, ruled by a Raja. Not a single dot on the map.
Caption was wrong. New caption. Kuru Janapada. Clan territory with Indraprastha inside.
Now your map matches the textbook. The dot earned its territory.
A Janapada is a clan's territory, not a single walled city. Each Janapada is led by a Raja, governing land and people. Cities like Indraprastha sit inside Janapadas as their capitals. How Janapadas grew into Mahajanapadas. Were there really exactly 16 Mahajanapadas?
"16 flashcards, 16 Mahajanapadas. I've got the quiz wrapped."
16? Whose list? Buddhist or Jain? They don't match.
Both say 16, the textbook says 16. Done.
The textbook says most often 16. Read the line again.
Arav, where did the number 16 even come from?
Ancient lists? One of them anyway. Where did they come from?
From smaller Janapadas merging. Bigger ones swallowing smaller ones over centuries.
By the 7th century BCE, 16 big ones dominate. But borders moved, small ones survived.
Different texts wrote at different times. They captured different snapshots.
So Buddhists and Jains might have counted slightly different sets?
Right. Some lists drop a name, add another. 16 is popular, not frozen.
Mahajanapadas stretched from Gandhara in the northwest to Anga in the east.
And small Janapadas kept going alongside them, just not in the big leagues?
16 is shorthand for the most powerful Mahajanapadas at one moment, not a census.
So if the quiz asks how many, I'd say roughly 16, not exactly.
Merging is the real story. The number is a label on a moving target.
Rubber band off, these flashcards need a roughly sticker on top.
Better than getting half marked for treating 16 like the law.
Smaller Janapadas merge into larger states called Mahajanapadas. Ancient texts list roughly 16, but counts and names vary. Mahajanapadas stretch from Gandhara to Anga across the subcontinent. Geographic factors behind Mahajanapada growth. Why did big states cluster only along the Ganga?
Look at the map. Every big Mahajanapada, same strip. Why?
Pure luck? Clans like the river view?
16 big states, 15 on the Ganga belt. That's not luck.
Iyer sir, what made that one strip so special?
3 things, and they all show up on the same map. First, the soil. Alluvial silt from the Ganga, dropped every flood season.
Meaning harvests big enough to feed cities, not just villages.
So food comes nearly free. What else?
Second, iron ore deposits within reach. Magadha sat right beside one.
Iron means stronger plows and stronger weapons. Farms and armies both.
And the desert states had what? Sand for spears?
Third, rivers and trade routes converged here. Wealth flowed in, kept flowing.
Soil, iron, trade. 3 engines, all running in the same place.
That's why most Mahajanapadas cluster along the Ganga plains, not the Thar, not Ashmaka alone.
Geography did the choosing. Power followed soil, iron ore, and trade routes.
So clans elsewhere had clans, but no fertile ground to grow on.
My atlas is wrong then. These dots belong along one river belt.
Erase the desert ones. The Ganga gets the credit.
Fertile Ganga soil yields harvests large enough to feed cities. Nearby iron ore powers stronger plows and stronger weapons. Converging trade routes pump wealth into the Ganga states. Fortified capitals with moats and narrow gateways. Is a wall really all a city needs?
Sketch done. Big wall, 4 guards, city behind. Rajgir conquered.
You're standing in a moat right now. You didn't sketch it.
A ditch? Walls did the real work. Moats are decoration.
Walk up the slope first, then tell me decoration.
Imagine you're attacking. You bring siege ladders. What stops you?
The wall, obviously. Climb fast, climb high.
Try carrying a 20-foot ladder through 10 feet of water.
Or hauling a siege tower across mud that wasn't there yesterday.
Oh, the moat stops the ladders before they reach the wall.
Layer 1. Water. Now look at the gate.
It's narrow, 2 carts wide, not 20. Guards see every face.
Layer 2. Filter. Every trader, every cart, every traveler. Checked.
So even in peace, the gate worked as customs and watch.
Wall, moat, narrow gateway. 3 layers, not 1. That's a fortified capital.
So my sketch is 2/3 wrong. Wall alone is just a fence.
Magadha's rulers knew it. That's why Rajagriha's moat is still here.
Redrawing. Moat first, then wall, then a tight narrow gateway.
Now your sketch matches what's actually under our feet.
A moat stops siege ladders before they reach the city wall. A narrow gateway lets guards inspect every cart and traveler. Wall, moat, and gate together form a Mahajanapada capital's defense.